Want the best settings for Blackout Revival? In this video, I'll show you the settings I use, explain which ones actually matter, and help you get the best experience possible. Let's get straight into it. First, let's go over the gameplay settings. Aim assist is going to be at max. Aim sensitivity 1, but feel free to adjust this setting if you prefer a different sensitivity. Camera animations, I keep mine at 1. Setting this to 0 removes camera shake completely. Field of view is going to be at 90 or just at max. And our sensitivity is going to be at 1. As you can see here, there's a huge difference between playing on 90 FOV compared to 60 FOV. The rest of the gameplay settings mostly come down to personal preference, so experiment with them and see what feels best. The same goes for the interface settings. Audio plays a huge role in Blackout. Being able to hear nearby enemies can make the difference between winning and losing a fight. I'd recommend turning the ambience and weather sounds down as much as possible, so footsteps, gunshots, and other important sounds are easier to hear. Most of these settings affect your performance and FPS. So if you're playing on a lower end PC or device, I'd recommend lowering or disabling some of these settings to get a smoother gameplay and more consistent frame rates. Keybinds are all personal preference. I personally use the default keybinds because they've always worked well for me, but if there's a key that feels awkward or uncomfortable, don't be afraid to change it. Crosshairs, most of the crosshair settings are also up to you, but there's one thing I definitely recommend is using a bright crosshair color that stands out. You don't want a crosshair that blends into the environment. You want it to be easy to see at all times so you know exactly what you're aiming at. So I'd recommend using something like white, even purple. And time for the attachment settings. I saved this section for last since it requires the Gampeass. The biggest setting I'd recommend changing is your reticle color. Using a black reticle is much easier to see while aiming down sights and helps prevent the color from bleeding into your optic, making it easier to stay on your target. The other attachment settings are completely up to you. Roblox settings. Finally, here are the Roblox settings I personally use. I keep my volume at around 3 bars, my graphics are set to max, and my camera sensitivity is set to 0.68. These settings feel the best for me, but I'd recommend experimenting until you find what works best for your playstyle. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel. If you have any settings that work well for you, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.